Morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am RepentantWall, also known as the Kilted Gamer. Today I'm going to be discussing a few of my hybrid builds I've been using in legendary missions in the Summit and Division. The original reason I created these was an attempt to start working on legendary mission speedruns. So far, I haven't been able to do speedruns with them, but they have been successful so far. Been able to use them with random groups and even with the clan and just, casual legendary missions. The 4 builds I'm going to be looking at are going to be a healing artillery, healing assault, Eclipse protocol crowd control healing, and a crowd control artillery build. These may not be the best roles or even the best example of each, but for me, they've been fun to play with and a little bit something different outside the norm. I'll leave timestamps down below because I believe that this is probably going to go a little bit longer than I originally anticipated. So on that note, let's head over to my agent. All right, so here's my mask wearing agent for that little extra COVID risk mitigation. First one we're going to be talking about is my healing artillery build. Running demolitionist specialization so we can get the artillery turret faster for that extra skill damage. Classic M1A with reformation. Also run a 4x scope on there just so I can get a little bit extra long range, allowing me to get that reformation to actually proc. Then my sidearm also has reformation. That extra skill tier is not really that important, so you can completely ignore that and just find something with reformation. Or if you want, spike would actually be a good one if you wanted extra damage instead of skill repair. Each piece trying to look for is skill repair or repair skills and skill damage. But skill haste is also good if you don't have it, so you can get that refilled speed on your hive. 3-piece Empress, that's skill damage and skill efficiency. Skill health, not really that important. China Light, explosive damage. And then the Alps down here for that extra 20% repair skills. BTSU gloves are going to be the staple of this because it's going to allow you to pop your hive, give your team an extra overcharge, as well as giving your hive skill that extra haste. Overall, the build, looking for that 1 second refill speed on your hive, as well as I'm pushing over 400k healing without any of the extra bonuses. And actually, this has more healing initially than my future initiative build. The artillery turret, pushing a little under 3.3 million damage. But it also has bleed, and you're going to start getting bonuses from the shock and awe. And then from Overwatch, which has been putting me to the 5-6 million damage range pretty nicely. Overall, probably one of my favorite builds to run. Named it Go Hybrid based off of one of the guys that comes to my stream. Appreciate him. Told him I'd be doing it. Eventually found a build that I thought was worthy, and here it is. Next one I'm going to be looking at is going to be my assault healing build. This one, instead of running demolitionist, is going to be running that survivalist class. Same weapons as before, but the survival class is going to give me that extra 15% healing, as well as giving me these little Mender Seeker mines. Have to run this to be able to get those. Pieces right now include 2-piece Anna U, 2 pieces of Empress, 1 Alps because you want that repair skill, and then I have a Wyvern bolster on right now. I eventually want to trade this out for another Empress, but I have to wait until I find something that'll actually be able to replace it. Again, looking for repair skills, skill damage, and then I rolled for my mods repair skills on all of these. Challenge I'm running going to be an Overwatch again, but instead of shock and awe, I'm actually running the named Hannah U backpack force multiplier, which gives me a 30% skill damage. If you do not have the named one, you can still get any type of piece on there with just combined arms, and instead of 30, you're going to get 25%. Again, skills, we're looking at the assault turret and the Mender Seeker. The assault turret is actually doing pretty well. We're at 119, a little under 119.5k damage, but with everything procced, I'm able to get this over 220.5k a shot. So with that 216-second duration, you're putting a lot of rounds down range and a lot of damage. Commander Seekers, a little bit more autonomous than the Hive, a little bit bigger range because they're just going to be able to go out there. Not only are they autonomous, you can actually push them out and actually have them heal somebody specifically, sort of like you deal with your repair drone. And we're pushing at 121.7-ish HP per second, which isn't terrible. Again, you're going to be able to pop these reformations to be able to get a little bit more extra healing. But again, this is for a group that you're comfortable running with usually and just does the job. Overall, fun build. Seems to be more of a summit thing than actual full legendary so far. Haven't done a ton in legendary to be able to test it, but we'll see how this goes in the future. Next one is going to be my Eclipse Protocol Crowd Control, EPCC. So this one's got the healing. Again, running the survivalist specialization. Instead of the M1, I'm going to run this assault rifle with reformation just because I want to. Scorpio allows you to get that not only the extra crowd control, but target's taking an additional 20% damage after that 7th shot that it connects. So make sure you continue to use this because it's going to help your team out overall. The gear, looking at the helmet, chest, holster, and knees being all Eclipse Protocol, all rolled max status effects. All mods are going to be repair skills, BTSU gloves because you are running the Hive, and then for the backpack, I'm running a Alps for the extra repair skills with Safeguard, which is going to double my healing when I'm at full health. All right, Riot Foam, doing a decent job, 15.5 second or 15.7 second in snare duration. Pop it. Chest piece is going to give it not only that extra transmission range to 15 meters, but it's also going to increase the refresh percentage up to 75%. It's going to be huge once you're getting into a nice big group. High DPS group, it's going to be best for this. They just want that little extra healing, be able to crowd control, pop this when they need to if they're more aggressive running out of their revive hives. So super nice, super fun to run with, allows them to push in. Running over 300k healing, but with Safeguard, you're running over 600k healing, which is going to be huge if you need it. I like this build. Haven't been able to run with it a lot yet, but I plan on using it, especially once we start doing more speed runs again. Finally, my CC artillery. This one's probably my least favorite so far, but it's kind of fun to run with. Used it in DUA a few times, especially in that first hallway after the initial start. Not only are you able to lock down the crowd, but you're going to be able to do extra damage and bleed onto them. What I'm running on this one is going to be the 4-piece Eclipse, wanting that chest piece so you can get extra range and extra refresh. Running Force Multiplier again. Want that skill haste because you're going to be using a lot more Riot Foam. Skill haste is going to be big. So skill damage on all these instead of status effects. And then I run skill haste for all my mods. For my holster, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. So you're going to, currently I have a golden piece because I wanted extra status effects, trying to keep that status effects up a little bit higher, but you're going to have to find an attributes that you want. So either status effects, skill damage, something to that effect, usually status effects, otherwise you can just run a wyvern piece. If you can't find something where you can roll off that core attribute to a skill tier, go ahead and throw on a wyvern piece for extra skill damage. It already has the skill tier on it, so you don't need to roll that off there, but skill damage, status effects, or skill haste are all going to be good talents to roll as a normal attribute. Riot Foam is only at 13.7, so 2 seconds less duration, but you're able to actually push out some artillery damage, which unfortunately right now is only at 2.5 million damage. You're going to get bonuses here and here, obviously, but it's not going to be as much as if you're just running a straight up artillery build. Hopefully this was somewhat interesting. made some sense. My biggest thing is just to have fun. What I'm trying to do is just do a little bit something outside the norm, allowing us to keep this new and fresh, not get bored as easy. This is PvE, so you just gotta go wild. Have a lot more freedom to play around than trying to compete against some PvP meta that just dominates. I'll leave a little gameplay after this and hopefully give you an idea of how this all works. Be running some legendaries with probably some randoms. So thanks for watching, and also keep gaming and keep having fun.
Anything stand in your way.
options.